like people who have a lot of sex have a lot of kids and they have issues and health problems based on that. And women typically live longer than men, so that's implying that women have more sex than men. However, that's not the.
I don't think that's it.
That's
I
not
think
the storyline that most people run with.
I think it's the food intake.
The food intake.
Like and alcohol. Like your kids drive you crazy.
Yeah, which results to you not living as long as you should.
Yeah, so you drink or you don't like your marriage.
Or maybe kids make you not want to have sex. Maybe people with kids.
We don't have time.
Unless you're not, unless you're having sex and dodging.
When do I have time to have sex?
Dodging the mother.
Because she's cheating.
You live really, really good, right? Which is awful. No one should do that. I would never advise that.
Advise what?
To get a girl pregnant and then bounce on her, like that show we watched, Ghost.
Oh, Ghost. I wanted to bring that up.
Hi guys.
No, I like the. I wanted to bring up the Sean one, the Sean episode.
Oh, that's your favorite. I knew it.
So we watched the Ghost, and Ghost is what, MTV? Is it MTV?
By the way, my name is Ericka, and you are.
Nobody gives a shit.
Of course I do. And thank you for listening because this is the podcast.
This is Bishop, leeBISHOP. Anyway, how am I still? Anyway, so we watched a show called Ghost. Ghosted. A term, a millennial term that I'm trying to find like the equivalent of that we used to use. I just bounced.
You know what? I don't think there was a term for
We bounced.
that. Oh, I know what it was. Daddy went to go get some cigarettes.
No, we bounced. That's the old one. That's like 1960s, 70s.
That's like even older than that.
Yeah, no, like now we say I just bounced on him. I bounced.
Never came back.
Yeah, that's some 60s, 70s shit.
There wasn't. I don't think there really was a term. Yeah,
Bounce, we
bounced. But bounce didn't. No, bounce implied that you left, but you might have come back. Ghost means you did not come back.
Bounce means like I remember having a conversation with the homeboys and they're like, so what'd you do after you did that? Oh, after I fucked it, I bounced. I was out.
Oh, I never got that definition.
Well, nobody's gonna tell you. You know, you probably got bounced on.
Girls, ghosts, and bounce.
Did you get bounced on? Have you been bounced on? No guy's gonna tell you I bounced on you because they bounced.
No, I'm talking
They're
about
gonna
in
call you
general
later.
lingo. If we're talking about like, oh, like I was talking to him, we were having a really good time, and then he bounced at me. Like that never.
No, he
came out of
bounced
my
on
mouth.
me. You would say bounced at me. I'm not saying that. I said he bounced on me.
No, I've never ever heard a girl say that.
Of course not. The guys say that.
No, but I'm saying for it to be a term, everyone is in agreement with what the term is. So everyone knows what ghost means. So are you saying that this was just a one-sided term that you guys had hidden?
I guess so, yeah.
So there wasn't really a term. There wasn't really a.
I've heard. I'm sure women have said bounce, or he bounced on me. We haven't heard every single person, so it's possible, right?
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying
it's possible somebody out there can't do it without putting their finger in their butt, right? So what? In their butt? No, I'm saying they can't boo-boo unless they put their finger in their butt. Like there's somebody out there who we don't know everything is what I'm trying to say.
No, but
so we don't know if women back then didn't say bounce. I'm pretty sure someone out there said bounce.
Look. I'm just saying a term. Was there a word for it that most people knew? That's what I'm saying.
In the 1990s to early 2000s, the word for me in my generation of people was bounced. That's all I could think about right now. Because I've used it and I've heard it used toward talking to male friends. Sure, and then women too, you know, he bounced on me. Yeah. That's the only thing that comes close to me. That's what I think about. 5 minutes later. What?
Nothing. I'm just waiting. I'm listening.
What? That's it. That's the only one I can think of. There's nothing.
I'm getting a call from 510 United States. Should I pick it up?
No.
Why not? It's on the podcast. It'll be fun.
Okay, good.
Hello?
Hello. This is an alert from your credit card department with important changes to your credit card account. On your excellent payment history and good credibility, you now qualify for lower interest rate.
It wasn't a bad person.
I know. We could have had fun on the podcast. Whatever it was. I could have said, I would like a new credit card amount.
I like to extend my limit.
You know, there's a guy who, like, records his prank calls or, like, when people call him.
Like crank yankers.
But, like, the people from India that try to say you're going to jail if you don't give them, like, some type of tax evasion. And he records it, and then he puts animation in the back of the guy, and the guy is speaking on the phone. It's, like, really hilarious and, like, very entertaining, but then it gets worse.
I like those. I like when they do when Kevin Hart used to do it. Or they used to do Kevin Hart skits.
Oh, really?
And
You used to do that too?
they did cartoons. I think it was Comedy Central or his Laugh Out Loud. Doesn't he own Laugh Out Loud? He owns one of those.
He had. I don't know if Laugh Out Loud is him, but yes, he does have some type of.
So there was one where they would have like they would have comedians do scenarios and then they would animate it, animate the stand up. But they were hilarious.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I like those.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah,
They do it now with David Spade has Lights Out, I think it's called. And
David Spade's doing it now.
he had well, somebody's doing it. Somebody.
So I guess the original was Funny or Die,
Mhm.
which is Will Ferrell. Is that him?
And somebody else, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Like,
I like those.
But anyway, what I was gonna say is the results of every call when you act stupid or whatever, is they all get mad at you.
But what are you? Yeah, because you're not.
But they called you trying to get your information, and you act like an old person, and they get mad at you.
Yeah, like how do you know what I sound like? I sound like a joke, like I'm joking. Like if I pick up the phone, like, hello, oh yes, Mr. Wary, yes, this is Mr. Wary. What can I do? What can I do for you? Who's calling? And then they get mad because they're like, this isn't your voice. Like, why would they get mad?
I don't know. I think it's hilarious though.
This is Mr. Wary. What can I do for you?
And then they say they're gonna report you. Like,
For me to what?
please.
For what?
But then it kind of scared me because then I thought about it. Oh, you're gonna report me. So you're gonna report me to other people to call me?
Yeah. You guys try it. See if he does the old man voice.
I'm just gonna go back to bouncing on them and just hitting.
With ghost bounce. With ghost bounce on them.
Wait, what is it called when you silence them? When you just like skip the call? You just
Skip the call?
send them to voicemail.
Your voicemail maybe?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Voicemail me. Send me the voicemail.
Send you the voicemail.
Fuck that bitch.
So, what are we talking about?
No, the ghosted show.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the ghost.
So there was one in particular that I enjoyed myself. Which the whole show when I first heard about it through Ericka, I thought it was stupid. And then we watched all of them, and I still think it's stupid, but it's a pretty good show. I don't like that other guy's tattoos, the tall dude's tattoos. I think they're all ugly. But other than that, the show's pretty cool. They get a little emotional at one of them, and I like when they all say makeup. I like that one. But the one with Sean was the best one. And I'm gonna tell you why.
It was good.
Because Sean is a player. He's not a pimp. Because he's not. See, play and pimp is different, right, baby? Okay, so the pimps will tell you the truth, right? They'll tell you the truth, and the women have the choice to either say yes or no to stay, right? We put the choice on you, but we spit the game at the same time, right? See, the players, they'll spit the game, but they won't tell you the truth. So you be thinking a certain way, and then, after we're done with you, which is, fucking you or whatever, or making up our minds if we do want to fuck you or not, then we ghost you, and we don't call you back. And we don't have to call you back, because we're not obligated to you, right? So that's what happened on this particular show. This might be spoilers, but, you're warned. I guess now. But yeah, so that's what happened, and it was the best reaction on both sides, male, female, ever. Even with the hosts.
Personally, I was embarrassed for that girl and very irritated that she even brought him on camera. But I mean, I feel like it needed to be on camera, so it's a lesson to other girls that they should not like have relationships in their head.
She's a baby.
That's what. But what classifies as a baby? If she was 16,
She's 22 years old.
if she was, by the time you're 22, you should understand.
Is your mic on? I don't even think your mic is on.
Oh, we gotta start all over.
No, we don't have to. I hear you. Yeah. Let me see. No, because there's sound waves.
Okay. Okay.
You can move this up too. Or you can just take it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that works better. No, like, okay, so this is the point of fathers. Fathers are supposed to teach women game. They're supposed to teach their daughters game. That is the point of a father. That is probably, besides keeping the lights on and making sure everyone's got food in the refrigerator, I feel like that is your next most important job. Being a dad. By the age of 22, you should know that men lie. They will tell you whatever they can tell you in order to get in your panties. And you need to keep them legs closed until he shows you and not tells you all the things that you need done or you would like in your relationship. If it's a relationship, then he needs to show you that you're in a relationship, not just tell you, oh, I want to be with you, or I want to be with someone and I want to get married one day. That does not mean that he wants to do that with you. And that was like a prime example that he told her all these things and somehow she believed it pertained to her and she believed she was in a relationship with him and she was probably leading it the whole entire way. Yeah, I bet she was. She was like, hey, we should go out to eat. Or, hey, we should go to the dinner. Hey, we should do this. And he said, okay. And therefore, she thought we're in a relationship because we did all these things together. And it made me feel good.
Remember, he said things like, I'm paraphrasing, but like he said, oh, you know, we're together, or he said things that made her think that we were dating, like we were monogamous.
He probably said, I really like you a lot. And you mean a lot to me. Yeah. And every time I'm with you, my heart skips a beat.
And the biggest one was, he would call me or text me in the morning.
He said he texts her good morning.
Yeah.
Which I find that the most annoying thing ever. I get angry when all you've done is text me good morning.
Yeah, because what else you want at that moment?
No, I mean, like, I've known you for a month and all you've done is text me good morning.
Oh, then yeah, that's the problem.
It makes me angry.
You didn't get no dick? Is that what you mean?
No, I don't want dick. If you really want to have a friendship with me or some type of like interaction with me, it needs to be more than texting, because I don't need somebody to text me good morning.
I don't think that was it. I think that was after the fact that fucking. See, here's what.
Oh no! I was just saying that me personally, I don't.
Here's what we do.
I am not attracted to that.
After we have sex with you, or we got what we wanted the first time, to maintain you in the stable, because you're in a stable with other women, right? To keep you there, we say these romantic diddles to tickle your toes, so you'll stay there because you're thinking, oh, this guy is saying all the right words, which we know all the right words to say, and we're saying everything right, and we're being romantic verbally or text, or even physically or whatever. We might touch your hand or kiss you in the back of the neck or rub your head or go to your eyeballs or whatever. You get seduced, and that's how we keep you around. Now when we're done with you because we found something else, or we just don't have time for you because we found something else, then we'll ghost you or we'll bounce on you.
That's pretty much it.
That's up to us.
I get it.
We decide that.
But what about my feelings? Don't my feelings matter?
No, they are relevant. They are relevant. And that is a player's code.
See, ladies? And they wonder why I'm so cold.
Nobody wonders that.
Yeah, you said something about that before. Why are you like that? Because guys are like that. So, you know what? Guess what? So I can make my own set of rules too.
That's fine. But, you know, when there's one guy, you know, we just got to put in, as one guy, we got to put in more work. That's fine.
Well, yeah.
If we holler at 10 girls, we're going to at least get 5. Even if there's odds are against us, if we're short, too tall, too skinny, too fat, if we get at 10 women or young ladies, we are at least going to get 5 of them.
That's pretty good odd. It's really,
thank you very
it's
much.
50%.
Yes.
All right, is this your personal history?
This is if you're a player, and a player can be any size, shape, color, doesn't matter. Right?
I agree with that.
If you got good game, if you got game and you're a veteran, you do this all the time, 10, and that's the lowest number. 5.
Okay, so you're saying if you're good at this,
Good at the game.
then your minimum is 50%
Absolutely,
in return.
you can get half, and that's good odds.
Okay,
So
so
you go out and you do it. You go out and you spit the game and you get them.
so question for
Add
you.
more to the stable where you're able.
For a female or a young lady, I don't want to say female, for a young lady who happens to be a Mac, what are her odds if she's really good? If she puts that thing, and I don't mean sex, on 10 dudes, then how many are going to be after her?
Let me explain something to you. Women, you are adorable and fantastic. Let's say you got your shit together, your confidence is fantastic, and you got good game. 10, let's say 10 single men, viral, like healthy guys that you want. If you spit your good game, and let's say, is she big, or we're going to do the same thing with her, like she might be fat, skinny, this color, that color.
No, let's just say she's average.
She's average looking.
She's average looking. She's average size. You know,
What's average size?
she could be. Well, I'm not saying she's
I'ma say
extra
this.
thin,
I'ma
and I'm not
throw
saying
this
she's
number.
I'm not saying she's extra thin or extra big, but I'm just saying, like, you know.
I'm gonna say this number right here. If you're women, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Saying if you got good game and you any size, shape, color, whatever, income, whatever, 10 guys, you will get 8.
So women have a higher chance.
It's higher. Let me tell you why. Because first, it's out of pocket. It's out of pocket when a woman gets at you. We're already like startled. We're already like, you know, where's the camera? You know, I must be dreaming, right? Right. So then you're saying everything good, sexual or sports or whatever. Probably sexual. If it was sexual game, 10 out of 10. If it's just conversation, I will say 8 out of 10. You just have to have good conversation.
Did you ever see that movie with is her name Rumor? She's like a Swedish.
Rumor Willis?
No, she's like a.
Bruce Willis' daughter?
No. She's like blonde, and she's a comedian, and she's a bigger girl, and she's like from.
McCarthy?
No, she's from another country.
Oh, Rebel Wilson.
Rebel, yeah.
She's cute.
With her, and she was like finessing men out of money.
Oh, with Anne Hathaway.
With Anne
I
Hathaway.
never watched that movie. What's that movie called? We Googled it. I don't have my phone.
Oh yeah, what was that movie called? It was called. Oh goodness.
It was called Oh Goodness?
No, I'm trying to. Rebel Wilson. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, the whole point of it, like, you know, Rebel Wilson's character was, you know, maybe not a 10 or anything like that, but she had a really good mouthpiece. Like, she came up with these scenarios that men would like give her money for the scenario or situation that she was in. So I thought that was like really interesting that you like said that about the mouthpiece, but like you said something that kind of like took me back a little bit. It's called The Hustle. Why is everything called The Hustle?
Because it's a hustle.
Yeah, but we were talking about the other movie,
Jennifer Lopez,
and that's also called Hustlers.
Constant Woo. If you ever hear this and you're single, I want to take you out. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, like, you know, but there's one thing that you said that kind of like, I was like, ooh, please, ladies, don't ever do this. And you said something about like, I believe you should have a strong mouthpiece, but I never think you should ever approach a man like a man approaches a woman. Like, you don't get at a man. Like, I would never advise a woman doing that.
Well, that's just a term, but yeah, I don't expect a woman to be like, yo, what's up? What's your name? Hey,
exactly.
Hey, Mark. Hey, is that your name, Mark? I heard your boy call you Mark. Like, what's up? Like, I know that.
Exactly. But some girls will hear that and they think, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do, and then they do it, and then they ruin it.
No, get at just means approach.
Okay, so all right, well, this is good. So how would you prefer to be approached? Like, say, you know, there's this, let's pretend you're giving a young lady some advice to go up to some dude. I mean, what would you advise her to do? I know what I would do.
Let's hear yours first. Or do you want to hear mine first?
Let's hear yours
What
first.
would I say to this young lady if she was gung-ho at doing untraditional things and getting at a man?
She was at her 10, so she's starting. She woke up today. She just hit out. She's starting with number 1.
What do you mean number 1?
She's at the grocery store and she sees a guy, and this is gonna be her first interaction.
Okay. You look in the guy's basket or cart. First you see what he's wearing, right? Is he going to the gym? You know, where he has leg compression. He has male leggings. They're not compression pants, fellas. They're male yet leggings. Let's keep it 100, okay? I wear them too, though. So who gives a fuck, right?
Wait, in public?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, okay.
I wear them to work.
Is your twigs and berries poking through?
No, we wear what guys wear shorts over them.
Oh, okay.
Like what you wore yesterday. Like, you guys can do that.
Oh, like leggings. Okay, I didn't know.
We can too. If you want to.
I don't think I've ever witnessed a man wearing full-blown leggings with nothing else. I think that would be a little weird. I don't think I could approach him.
But yeah, we usually wear shorts over.
Okay, I've seen that. I've seen that.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
okay,
guys,
that makes sense.
they're leggings for guys.
They are.
They might have some inner thing to swallow up your sweat and shit, you know, but don't leggings do that anyway? Compression pants?
I don't know.
Really?
I haven't experienced that yet.
It's only called compression pants, so you guys will buy it.
All right, so the ladies want to really hear this. So.
Okay. I'm sorry. So, tangent. So anyway, see what he's wearing. If he's wearing gym stuff, you know, so you go. This is where the icebreaker comes in, right? You analyze the guy. You know
Okay.
So what's he wearing? What's in his bag or cart? You mentioned something in the bag, or mentioned something in the cart. There's something in the cart, like let's say
he has Cheerios in his cart and like some steak, and he's looking at the watermelons.
So you have that, you could bring up the steak. You're like, oh, I see you like steak.
I see you like meat.
Are you cooking tonight? Or you go like, watermelon. Oh, I love watermelon. Like this one here looks good. Get that one. And then the guy will be like, oh, this one right here? He's like, yeah, this one right here. You know, we'll be stupid. This one right here? Oh, yeah, this one there. Okay, you the watermelon, doctor. You know which one's good and which one's not. Then you go, yeah, I'm a veteran at picking watermelon.
You see these things on my chest? I'm a connoisseur.
Okay, so you don't do that.
All right.
Or are you ready?
You can't do that.
Unless you want sex, then yeah, do that.
All right.
Do what you
So keep it chill, ladies. Keep it chill.
Unless you want sex, then you can talk like this and grab your titties.
Don't get too.
And wiggle them up and down.
Don't get too comfortable sexually.
Just a regular, conversation between strangers. It's like blah blah blah.
Just being.
Then lead. The key here is if the guy keeps talking to you, then obviously he wants to keep going, friendship or relationship wise. If the guy talks to you and then takes the watermelon and says thanks and keeps walking,
you're not interested.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Move on. Find another one.
Unless the guy comes back to you, then obviously, we meet in the same place again. Wow, what a coincidence. So what's your name again? The guy will take his role, quote unquote, and continue the conversation. But yeah, once you get the thank you, piss off. You know, you're done. You know. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so I have a question for you. Should the young lady, when she initiates the conversation, like with talking about watermelon, let's stick with that, and then she's like, oh yeah, that's a good one, should she then act as if, okay, I have other things to do, or should she linger around? Like,
she should linger around to see if the guy, continues the conversation. She shouldn't say the watermelon's good. Yes, I'm a professional watermelon, seer or whatever the fuck, analyzer. You know what I'm saying? And then bounce. You know, you stay like you're getting the watermelon. You know.
Okay.
Because the guy might say, "Oh, are you getting a watermelon too?" You know, the conversation ensues.
Okay, so I think maybe I meant like, should your attention then shift, or should you still keep your attention on this conversation with this guy?
Whatever the guy says after that, let him lead after that.
Okay, so let him lead. If we're interested,
we'll lead.
Okay.
Because we'll be like, oh, you're an analyzer or whatever. Like, yes, I am. And then he'll look, he'll continue. He'll find something to continue with if he's interested.
So that means do not try to bring up another topic to engage in conversation. Let him bring up another topic or continue the conversation. That way you can know if he really is interested in you, or he's just not, or he's just being polite.
You know, that's good. That's, yeah. If you want to, you have the choice. If you see the guy is not into him, because some guys we might be shy. I know a lot of guys, like especially me, if I see somebody foreign, I'm thinking this foreign young lady is taken already. She's just being nice, and that's something like we all as men should recognize. Just because she's fine don't mean and she's talking to you doesn't mean she's into you, bro. Okay, calm down, shut it down. Anyway, yes, women, if you want to continue it, say something else. With the watermelon thing, you can bring up, oh, so you eating healthy. I see your bag, you got a steak, and you got, whatever we said earlier. You got oranges and bananas in there. You're healthy, eating healthy. I see you, okay, I see you. And then the guy be like, yeah, I try, I'm saying, I'm doing my thing, And then he'll look in your basket. Oh, I see you got donuts though, bitch. You ain't eating. I was kidding. He'll be like, oh, I see you trying too. You got quinoa. Like, how's that quinoa? Is that cool? Is that a good company? He's like, yeah, then conversation ensues. So yeah, if you see him, kind of might not continue in it, yeah, lead into something, and then we'll continue, because that might be the extra wording that we need to continue the conversation.
Gotcha. That's great advice.
Thank you. I've done this a long time.
Oh, you've been talking to people in the grocery store, or you've been coaching girls?
No. Oh, I've been talking to people at grocery store. I don't think I've ever coached a girl. I think I've gave women advice. Like, I'm really honest, especially with my female friends. I'm really, really honest because they're my friends. Because you guys are my friends, I don't want you to get cut out there. But of course, you take it or you don't. I don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say, do they take your advice?
Sometimes, yeah. No, most of the time.
Most of the time.
I mean, what they tell me, 90%. And they were like, yo, when you told me this guy was, this, I'm glad you told me, because he showed his true colors. I was like, yeah, man. We just want to fuck. Sometimes, most of the time.
Yeah.
You know he is in love with you when
he texts you good
morning.
morning.
You back, or he texts you good morning.
Which somebody, I don't know who told people that, but that's why I feel like that's the least amount of effort that anyone could do, because he's probably sending that text message to 10 other women, and like, how are you text. The one? Like, I don't even like to respond to things like that. Like, that means nothing to me. I'm sorry.
What if they said, good morning, Ericka. I had a fun time last night. Hope you have a good day at, Poshmarking, and hope to see you soon. Like, that's cool, right? Because it's personal. Right, they added two things that's personal to you: what you do, your name, and what you do.
I guess that's great for, like, say we met.
Give us the benefit of the doubt, please.
No. I'm saying, like, that's great for, like, we just met, we went out, and, like, we've been seeing each other. Like, it's in the really early phases. Yes. Then that's great. But, like, after that, it's like, oh God. Like, if I've been seeing you for, like, 3 months, like, That's stupid.
That was the ghosted situation, right? It was only 2-3 months. This
Like whose ghosted situation?
This bitch already.
Oh, you back to the girl.
I was falling in love with you.
Is that why is it we only know the guy's name?
Because the woman's irrelevant.
You don't even care what her name is.
Because she represents so many young women who did the same thing. Remember they interviewed 2 other women, right?
Yeah, that was
interviewed
weird.
2 other women that
and none of them cared. And none of them cared. Both of them, but both of those girls moved on with their lives. They are not. Well, they are on the show. They did come on the show and show their face, which I would not do.
I think you get a little.
Oh my
God.
God.
That age, you're a little butthurt because your ego, because you think you this and that. You think you God's gift. You know what I'm saying? And then when the devil comes in and fucks your head up, then you feel regretful. You gotta take that L. Like as someone told me. A few days ago.
Yeah, take that.
You gotta take that L.
You do have to take the L and
learn to take it
and fix the situation for next time. You need to
learn
have.
from it.
I mean, honestly, all of this would not happen to a lot of these people if their standards were higher. In my opinion,
also,
higher standards. This wouldn't happen.
Get more male friends who are honest with you in your life, and hopefully they don't want to fuck you. In their mind, that's their long game. They eventually want to fuck you and try to be friends with you. Just find some guys who
take advantage of your cousins, your uncles, your family members.
Don't talk to your dad. Talk to your cousin.
But this is what I was saying. Like dads need to be. But this is why I feel like dads need to be really honest. Like, can you imagine getting advice from your dad if your dad was named T.I.?
But here, okay. Shots fired. But look, your dad is biased.
Of course he's biased. He's gonna probably say something to make you just blow up everything.
You can't talk about sex with your dad because we don't want to hear it. Right? Talk to your male cousins, or if your friend has a brother, talk to the brother or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you can find somebody in your age group or 10 or 20 years older who will be honest with you and tell you the real about dudes if you want to know. You know what I'm saying? And don't be dumb and ignorant and ignore it. We're saying these things to you because we love you and we care. Don't think like, you know what I'm saying? What's the word? You know, I don't know. I can't remember the phrase. A dumb person doesn't learn from when people tell you things or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'll edit that out.
You're hard-headed.
Yeah.
Don't be hard-headed.
We're telling you these things for a reason, so we're trying to save you.
Okay, so
if you want to experience your own bullshit, then you're welcome to. Yeah.
So give me an example of a biased fatherly response when a daughter has some advice, or she needs advice.
Like when a dad says, "Yeah, you know, don't go out with him." But Dad, he did this. Nope, don't go out with him. Okay, next dude comes along. Hey Dad, I like Jimmy, but don't go out with Jimmy. Why? But I just told you he just mows lawns. Well, he he just mows lawns. He's fucking 18 years old. You still mowing lawns? Don't go out with him. Okay. Oh, here's Mark. Mark does this. He works at McDonald's. No, don't fuck with Mark.
Have you witnessed this? Has this happened in you seen this happen?
I've seen dads not even want to see the dude. I've seen. You remember Bad Boys 2? When Martin and Will came up and Will acted like he was a thug. I've seen that happen. I've seen everything. I've been a part of some of it.
Wow.
I've seen it.
How have you been a part of it?
Because I be like in the background, like, yeah, nigga, don't talk to that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Bring him over here. Let me talk to him. Like the brother will be on the couch. We'll tell the little young nigga, come in here, talk to us.
So basically, your goal is to scare him away or get her to just tell him to go away, so she doesn't have to grow up and deal with situations.
Because every man you bring to your dad is, especially when you're 16 to like even 19, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not going to be good enough.
This is sad. This is like, come on,
man.
We do better, okay? Be a father. Don't take the easy way out and try to scare them all off, because you know what's gonna happen? She's never gonna learn, and then she's gonna end up on a show called Ghosted.
Don't talk to your fathers about men. Don't do it. Because we're always gonna be biased. Don't do it. You will be forever our little girl. And now we gotta think about some some other nigga like fucking you, putting their penis inside you.
That's what
we don't want to see that.
No, you're not going to see it.
I'm sorry, we don't want to hear that.
You're not gonna hear it either. I mean, just come on. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is one of the second, if not the most important thing that a father can offer his daughter is good advice. Because one day she's going to be a woman and she's going to end up with a man anyway. So at least let her be in the front. Like, let her win.
That's fine when you're like after 25 and you're out the house.
But she still needs to win. But you still need to give her the advice to know how to maneuver through these situations.
Don't talk to any of them.
Okay, see.
Don't talk to any of them until you got a career and you got you got your degree or whatever, and then you're ready to go out in the world and live off of your own and get your own apartment and everything. Everything.
That's all. No.
She
needs to have a degree.
What can a dad say? No. Here's what dads are saying. Until you get here, and here, don't fuck with him, and him. You know what I'm saying? You need to finish this first. Get focused, get your shit together, get your money right, and then, because if you're not there, you might, feel inclined to depend on a guy. You don't have any independence. You know what I'm saying? You want to be independent. You don't want to be dependent on some dude who might fuck you over, or that you might make more money than, and then he'll use you for your money, and then you'll be a sugar mama.
So that's why he needs to give her the game now, so she doesn't end up in those situations.
It'll just be a little biased.
But you also have to like practice it, because it's really sad when you're like, well, with the dudes you deal with when you're 16, the dudes you deal with when you're 18.
Sure, in high school, you do what you want.
Yeah, but if you scare them all off and she never had any experience, like, she's gonna be caught out there and not know what to do, and she's gonna go to her natural feelings and do what her feelings tell her to
give
do.
You a book of STDs.
Tell her what her heart tells her.
This is what the STDs look like, and you're gonna have to look at that book in front of me, and then
here we go.
You determine what you want to do after that.
See, this isn't gonna help your children at all. This is just sad. She's gonna be 30 figuring it out.
Yeah, healthy, attentive to me and and us and the family, and no drama with dudes, and no crying over my shoulder because some dude fucked her over and ghosted her.
That's how you get pregnant the first time, because you just didn't know better. Nobody laced you again.
To be honest though, I've seen the opposite of it, so it works and doesn't work. So.
50-50 chance. Wow.
There, with kids, there's no exact blueprint to follow, because kids are different. A cartoon like Bugs Bunny can affect your child to the point where they'll get pregnant at 17 years old. Who knows? And then the person who's watched the kid who watched the same cartoon didn't get affected at all. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like the butterfly effect. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens.
I disagree. Parenting actually does help a lot.
You can be a great parent and still get pregnant at 18.
Especially when it comes to something like that. Like, if you are given the tools of like how men function, how men prey upon women, how you can win in that situation and get what you want out of the situation without losing, I think that you'd be better off.
That's good to say and everything, and that's cool. I think you could be a good parent and still fucked up shit happens. So it doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that, but
do your best as a parent.
But the point is, don't be scared to talk to your daughter. Like, change.
No, we're not going to be scared.
Make an effort to help your daughter win.
Yeah.
Because I feel like men still prey on girls and win because they know their dad was too scared to tell them about how it really is. No, and she just don't know better.
I'm not saying dads are not going to tell you how it really is. We're going to tell you how it really is, plus a little bit extra.
I hope so.
We always will, because we want you to win, especially if you're a loving parent. You're always going to say winning things. You want your child to win, but we don't know what you're doing when you leave my house. All I got to think about all I can have is faith that you'll do the right thing. I don't know why I'm saying me and because I don't have no kids. But what I'm saying is I'm living off what my parents said, and what I see with my friends, male and female. They could do the best that they can, and they'll still go out there and catch STDs and get pregnant early, or drop out of school and work dead-end jobs and shit because of kids or whatever, because they want to be responsible. It doesn't matter. And they still got good parents, got good fathers, good mothers. I still love all my friends' parents. They're great. They did their best. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
What you gonna do?
That's true.
But anyway, I'd love to see. I wish they would do an update on Sean.
I just don't think that being ghosted or ghosting is that big of a deal, unless
she made it a big deal.
Unless there's paperwork involved, you have legal obligations to each other, like you're married, like you guys have kids, you guys own property together, a business together, then that's not right to just disappear when you have. I mean, like, if I just disappeared and didn't pay my rent, then they're probably gonna call me into court.
This is why I said she was a baby. She was like 22 years old. What does she know about love? This is 18, after you turn legal, which is what, 18 to 25, is the best praying age. It's the best age to pray on, because they don't know shit. I don't give a fuck if you got a degree and shit. When it comes to dudes, women don't know shit. As soon as we put it on you and be all lovey-dovey and say, what all this, whisper in your ear, careless whispers, wham, we got you. It's easy. You saw evidence right there on that episode.
Oh,
everybody
I agree.
Go watch Ghosted with Sean. That's perfect game. Perfect end result of game done.
It was very entertaining. I will say. It was very entertaining.
Both responses are legitimate, by the way. Her response was fine. His response was great.
I didn't really care for her response because I remember her response. I remember one time I was sitting at a dinner table with a group of girls, and one of the girls was having issues with her boyfriend, and it sounded to me like he was slightly abusive and rude. Just rude. He was just rude. She would do things like cook and like make these special made homemade vegan meals, and then he would just like criticize it and say something rude. So anyway,
it makes him feel powerful.
So somebody said, well, what is it that you exactly love about this man?
Big dick.
What is it that he does for you?
Big dick energy.
And when it came, but what is, like, that question was such a good question because I never thought about it. Whenever a girl thinks about, oh, what do I love about him? I love the way he makes me feel. But that doesn't matter. That's not doing something for you. That's something you did. You let him make you feel that way. It could have been anyone that was in that position, to be quite honest. But this guy happened to be in that position, but that's not him doing something for you. That's not what you love about him. So when you start going down the list and everything is, oh, I like the way he makes me feel, or I like it when I'm around him. Like, when it comes to all those are the reasons why you love him, then you don't really love him.
Why you say that? Why? Is it superficial?
No, because it's not. It could have been anyone.
Yeah,
a puppy can make you feel good. A puppy can make you feel good.
Here's my thing with that. A
TV show.
You're tolerating his bullshit because you don't want to go back into the game of dating game, and you have a man now, and he gives you dick, and he gives you male conversation. You're putting up with all the bullshit because you don't want to go back being single, because for some reason, like, women like to be, have that intimacy with somebody and not be lonely. So you put up with all this bullshit, and that's how we do. That's how we get you. That's the power.
I mean, yes, but I'm just speaking to the ladies. I mean, sometimes you just have to ask that question: what does he do for you? Like, because it's like you care for him, and most of the time when you switch the question around and say, okay, well, what do you do for him? I bet you can name all these things that you do for him. You do a lot. You probably do way more for him than he does for you, but yet you love him.
Let me tell you something. When you got a guy who's rude and talks down to you all the time, and you put up with it, that's your fault because you're putting up with it. And the only reason why we're doing it is because you let us do it. And that makes us feel powerful. When we can talk down to you, throw you on the couch and say, shut the fuck up, like, we feel powerful. Why? I don't know, because we're pussy and we're insecure. But That's not a good thing. That's not cool.
No,
okay? That's disrespectful.
Which goes back.
So when you put up with it, then when we keep doing it, that's your fault.
Which goes back to, what are your standards? Like, if you had higher standards, then you wouldn't be in some of these predicaments. I mean, in my opinion.
Well, when you say higher, what do you mean higher standards? Okay, here we go.
No, but like you have a standard. Like, he doesn't
What's
talk to me like
standard?
this.
When you like 22, 25
like
years
it's
old.
more than what it makes me feel. Like oh, when my gas is low, like he pumps my gas for me. Like, he actually does things for you to make your life easier. I feel like if a man's gonna be in your life should be easier, not harder. So if he does things to make your life easier, then I think that he is making an effort, that he really cares about you, and that's something to keep in your life.
It should be vice versa too.
What should be vice versa?
Like, you know, if I put money in the gas, you pump my gas.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. I would never listen.
Well, you should totally do that. There are lots of homosexual relationships that have that kind of situation.
Well, I'm not a homosexual. I'm heterosexual. I don't like.
Well, then you can find a. We don't remember her name either.
I don't like women pumping gas because I don't want her to be out there like that.
See, that is something that you are doing for somebody.
But
You don't want to see her. You don't want to see
her
outside doing something that could be potentially dangerous.
No, yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Or I want some dude to hop. Well, I say hopping at her.
Oh yeah, like try
to holler at her.
Okay, well, I thought you were gonna say like.
And I'm in the car chilling. I gotta get out the car.
I thought you were gonna say like you don't want her to be lit on fire or
potentially
I don't want
her exposed to
be
danger,
murdered.
and I don't want anybody else hollering at her.
No, you said you didn't want anyone to holler at her. Okay,
yeah,
well then now we're back to square one.
No, did you hear what I said? Not holler or out of danger. That's why I do.
I know,
that.
but your priority was you want someone to holler at her.
I like doing things for her. And that's so easy.
You like, but I think that is a way when a guy likes doing things or wants to do things or does things for you, then that means he likes you.
But women, if you are independent, quote unquote, and you don't like that shit or whatever, then please say so we will feel a certain way and we don't have to like impose or anything. Just be, I'll pump my own gas. Don't be snarky at it about it though. But,
I need help.
Yeah, don't be a damsel in distress.
I
remember one time I was walking. I have a habit of walking on the outside, and the women walk inside, right? Like I've been taught that way.
Yeah, that's the way it
Okay,
should
so
be.
I had a female friend who didn't like that. She said, "What are you doing, Bishop? Where are you going?" I said, "Oh, I just need to walk out here." Like, what? You don't have to do that. Don't do that.
Yes,
I was like,
do.
damn.
Yes,
I was
you
like,
do.
okay. So I didn't do it.
Blasphemy. Okay, I have a question.
But she was adamant about it. What am I supposed to do? Fight her?
Yeah,
No,
she probably would like that. Okay, I have a question for you.
What am I supposed to do?
Because so I walk on the inside, and I did notice that when I walk with you. That's a big thing. Another thing is pulling out my chair. Like if I'm on a date with a man, and then like we're about to sit down, like if he doesn't pull out my chair and he sits down first, that's super annoying to me.
Oh my god.
But
that's
anyway,
so extra. Okay.
No, it's not though. But anyway, I have a question. So, walking on the outside, when you're walking with another guy friend, then who walks on the outside? Is it by height?
Then I'm always on the inside. No,
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, okay, so say there's.
I don't even think about it.
Okay, so what if there's a guy and a girl and you're walking with three people? Like,
I usually walk on the outside.
does one of the guys walk in the middle and then the other guy walks on the outside, and the one on the outside is more alpha?
I think the whole thing for me is for her to be on the inside. So if it's two guys, as long as one of us is on the outside, I don't take like, oh, if he's on the inside, I feel,
But does
dominated by him because he's on the outside.
but does she go in the middle?
She can. That would be for me. That would make sense too.
Okay, but then
we're protecting her on
okay,
both
so
sides.
which,
not that you ladies need protecting, but just
No, we need protection.
Okay.
So if the girl goes on the inside and a guy is on the outside, does that mean the guy on the inside, because the girl's in the middle, does that mean he is the beta male?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So that's the only time it's acceptable for a man to walk on the inside is if there's two
Yeah, because
guys.
now she has two protected by two guys.
Ooh, I like that. I want to walk with two guys.
You know what I'm saying? Or so she has a choice, or we have the choice of either protect you 2 women or 1 woman 2.
So I want.
So either you're in the sandwich like Morris Day and Jerome, or you got the 2-2-1.
Ooh, I want that.
1-2-1. Or you want a menage?
No, I want to walk on the inside, and then I want someone suspicious to walk by, and then like I want to see what happens with the 2 guys, like how they defend my honor.
Why do you want to?
I don't know. That just excites me. No, I don't want to put you in danger. I just want to see what happens. Like I want to have that feeling of being rescued. That excites me. And then I would have to decide which one do I give my thanks to. Oh, I guess I have to give them to both of you. Thank you.
That reminds me. I was on the train one time, and this woman got on. And then this guy got on, and I could tell this guy just got out of jail or out of the pen, right?
Oh, wow.
So the woman is at the door, and then this guy is like standing right next to her, like that, 2 inches away from her, looking down at her, and then kind of saying some things. And I was just looking at everybody like.
And nobody was gonna do anything or pay.
No, like I don't know if this is her boyfriend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so I moved from where I was, like diagonally from her, and it was like, I had a pole, so I got closer to the pole. I'm like, where I am to you, like what is this? Like 3 feet from him, just in case something jumped off, because he looked like he was about to pounce on her. And I'm looking at these guys like, okay, you guys ain't gonna do shit. I know you guys ain't gonna do shit. Okay, so just in case, right? So I let him do his thing or whatever, and she's just ignoring him, like bag in hand or whatever, and then she just bounces off, and I realized they were not together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I was just like, dude, that could have been. I just wanted to slam his head against the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he was like harassed. He was picking on her.
But he wasn't really doing anything. You know what I'm saying?
But his physical being there was intimidating her.
Like your mouth on the mic is how she. She was the mic and you were the dude. You know what I'm saying?
That's rude.
Yeah, but I think he was mentally, because when he got out, he was still talking to himself and fucked up. And he had like when you get out of jail, they give you just a bag of your stuff, and you smell like must and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how he looked. He looked like
I'm sorry,
he
I've never
baggy ass
experienced
pants.
any of this.
Oh,
like I know.
Well,
I don't know.
When you
sorry.
get out of jail, you got nothing. You give your stuff. They put your stuff in the bag, and either you walk out with the clothes that they give you, or you walk out with the clothes that was in the bag. And he had like baggy ass pants, and he looked fucked up, and his hair was fucked up, and like some little Mexican dude. And like when he got off, he just continued talking to himself. He didn't know where he was going. We happened to walk the same way, and he walked into the distance in the middle of all these people in downtown Los Angeles. So I was just like, man, that shit was crazy, man. Like I was about to pounce on dude like a tiger.
So this is a good question. Like for a woman who's in that position, what do you think that she should have done in order? Like she should have just walked up to any random person and said hi and just pretending like she was with them or talked to them so that guy would leave her alone. Like what should you do?
I think she did the right thing, because we don't know what he was doing. You can't trust anybody on the train, obviously. You don't know if he had a knife or whatever. You don't know how he'll strike. He was like a little dude, so we're fast with the hands. We can be. So you don't know what he would do if she would like moved or anything.
No,
so
I mean like as she was
walking,
because she
she
walked on the train, right? And he was following her, right?
No, she just walked on, and he got on after. And it was just so random. It could have been any female. It could have been any female, and he would have just probably.
Oh, I thought he was like
because when she walked off.
Her.
She took off, not running, but walked really fast, and he went the other way. He didn't even follow her. It was nothing.
So I had one incident, I think, that kind of was close to that, where, and I do, agree that this happens sometimes is if somebody's crazy, sometimes you just have to be more crazy. And a lot of times people, especially in California, are quiet. Like, we just allow things to happen and we ignore it instead of
Like China in
attacking
New
it
York.
full on. Like, so if somebody's yelling at you and talking to you, then in California, most people are just gonna like not say anything and walk away and probably let them follow them yelling at them. In other parts of the country, if somebody's yelling at you, then you turn around, you start yelling back and start yelling harder and acting more crazy. And sometimes that does work. And I've had that experience before where like they thought, oh, you could just punk me and I'd be scared and walk away. But no, instead I just stand there and I stare at them too, and then they just walk away. It's true, it works. Like, it does work. It's kind of like what they say, like if a man is flashing you, that, you know, most women like say, oh my God, and run away. But if you stand there and say, and that's all you got to show me, and just berate him and read him his rights right there, he'll run away.
Yeah.
And then, because you didn't give him his thrill, you made him think about his life.
I've done that. I showed my penis in public and they're disappointed. I've done that, yeah.
You showed your penis in public. On that same bus?
No, this was.
Oh, the train.
This was downtown.
The train.
No, it was downtown, just walking.
Oh, okay.
And I showed my pee-pee. That was limp.
On Skid Row.
No, this was downtown, another city. Not impressed. That's okay, fine. I'm small. It doesn't matter. Anyway, keep talking.
Keep talking. Okay, so what's our next subject?
Oh, are we done with that? Okay. Anyway, I'm closing out. Okay. This is Lee Bishop.
This is Ericka.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.